Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode with Empowerment Reckless. I'm Ashley, and we got Diamond tonight checking in.
What's up?
We didn't forget about you guys over the weekend, but we did kind of take a little bit of a business type of leisure type of trip this weekend. So, a little downtime of business and a little uptime of fun. You know what I mean? So, checking in tonight with you guys, episode 24. It is called Why It's So Important to Take Business Trips and Do a Little Bit of Personal Leisures Together. So, with that being said, welcome to our episode, ladies and gentlemen. Diamond, what's going on? How you feeling?
What's going on, Ash? I'm doing okay. A little under the weather, but I'm here. Show must still go on.
That's right. But health is wealth. So you got to make sure that, you take care of your health too.
Of course.
But I definitely appreciate you for showing up and delivering. Definitely appreciate it. So with that being said, since you're not feeling so well, we're gonna get right into it. So tell me about your weekend. Like, how was your weekend? I know me and you actually took a business trip together this weekend and went to go handle some business down in Miami, much needed. So kind of tell me how that process and everything went.
Well, it's nothing new. I mean, I travel to Miami like clockwork. So, it's always exciting and refreshing to go down there. Number one, the weather is always beautiful. It always rain at least one day that I am out there. But other than that, it was fun. The business part of it was really interesting. Got a lot accomplished. And then, of course, the personal side was very refreshing as well. Caught up on a little rest, ate great food, met a lot of people. Overall, it was just a great experience as always. You never can go wrong visiting Miami. Spend too much money, number one. But other than that, it's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Absolutely.
And your feedback?
Same. Definitely checked out a couple of properties, as I don't know if I have talked about it briefly, but I haven't really dived into this Airbnb sector. So that's really what went down there to accomplish was like getting more Airbnbs, getting everything set up in order, going to see a lot of the properties so we can check them out to see exactly what Airbnb we want to set up next. Because if you don't know, we already have an Airbnb set up in Miami. So if you guys definitely want to check it out, definitely reach out to us on the Empowerment Reckless podcast and DM us, and we would definitely send you the link over to our Airbnb listing. We actually have a few listings, so you guys will see that up there too. But yeah, that's what we predominantly did when they go look at some properties, met property managers, got connected to people, had great phone conversations, had like Diamond said, great food, connections with people, even when we went out to go and just, like I said, party and stuff. I'm really not a party animal like that, but I do feel like, just because you're on business, you can still have a little bit of fun time. It doesn't mean that you're 100% business. You can also have your personal downtime with, leisure. That's why I always say it's very important to take business trips and also have that personal leisure time with it. It doesn't have to always be business, unless it's like a one-day trip. You in town one day and you turning around. And even still then, that still doesn't have to. You conduct your business in the beginning of the day, go out in the evening and then hop on a flight. Done it before several times. So, it doesn't always have to be business. But it was definitely a great experience. It's always a great experience in Miami. I think my biggest plus side of this whole project was how strategically and logically I had everything planned out. From the time that I had to move in a long-term tenant, from just the way the schedule planned out, from moving in a long-term tenant to getting on a jet ski to eating and then going back to their hotel. How everything was just so aligned just always seems amazing, because it's just like, I feel like I always say we need at least 28 hours in a day because 24 hours doesn't seem like it's enough for me. So yeah, so I mean, it was definitely a great experience as always is. Um, Definitely. And then while we was down there, we did find this area called it was like, I want to say it was still like downtown Miami, but the place was called Palupa. If you guys are in Miami, it's there until the end of March. Great experience. They have like um Saturday is like the whispering type of situation where it's like makes you focus on mindfulness, hypnosis. Is I know what you guys probably think is not no demonic type of stuff because as you know me, I don't engage in that type of behavior. So it's really like to have your mind thinking. The other night it was like some erotic type of show, but it was really good. We didn't get a chance to go in, but the guys did let us see, the show from the sideline, which was totally fine because it was already late anyway and the show had started. But yeah, they had like a lot of cool places. Like even we was able to go and see they had this place called Carla was the name, and she made like clothing. All her clothing were made from recycled bottles, which was so epic to me. Like it was so dope. Like I never seen anything like it. I mean, she was a little bit costly. Like one of her shirts was like $150, but you gotta understand, like the material that she's taking from plastic bottles to make it into a shirt, like that's a lot. So I was super impressed by that. But it was definitely a trip to remember. I mean, Miami is Miami. I always say that I really don't get I do get tired. This time I really did get tired of Miami. I was ready to come home. Like we flew in on Wednesday, so I was like ready to come home already on like Friday, like ready to get everything over with. But the business still had to go on, still had to make sure everything was in tune for our long-term tenant. So yeah.
Yeah, and I was just gonna follow up and say this time, we did have, um, we were accompanied by another business owner with us, so that was very interesting. As we always take trips by ourselves, so just having an additional party was very eye-opening, and it was really fun just to get their feedback and how their process and everything works. It was definitely great to build another relationship with
Mhm.
um another individual that's doing the same thing that we're doing, and we were all able to come together collectively and share our ideas and thoughts and process. So that was
So
that was really
so
great as well.
right. So just FYI, the person that came along was I call it was like my student. It was my initial like Airbnb, like how you know this young lady is incredible. Like, I mean, I gave her the blueprint and she executed it like the spot, like she executed everything that I told her about the Airbnb business, which is clever because how do you know can hold a 30-minute conversation, all in that 30-minute, you listen to everything that I say and you go and execute that. Like phenomenal. Like honestly, very phenomenal. And I'm you if you like I said, me, I'm the type of person, I'm big on energy. So for me to even have anybody come along and be like, oh yeah, then they can come on the trip, it means a lot because I obviously, I feel comfortable with you, me and you had a conversation and I wanted to kind of expose her to more things of what we had going on. So, definitely wanted her to do that. And when I say the young lady is phenomenal, she got her Airbnb set up in the Atlanta market, killing the game, like doing what she need to do. So yeah, much love, and very appreciated for her being able to come along on this trip.
Exactly. Definitely more trips with her. Definitely. Yeah, so we're always down to helping other individuals as long as you're ready to work and just get your things in order.
You definitely got to put the work in. Like-minded individuals. I always say, I don't surround myself with people that's not doing the same thing that I'm doing. And the reason I don't is because 9 times out of 10, I want to be around people that are doing things. So if you want to be a millionaire, billionaire, what do? You surround yourself with a millionaire, billionaire. You don't surround yourself with the people that's not doing it. And guess what? Even when I'm saying it, doesn't mean that I look at the people that's not doing it as a certain way. It's just, I don't like let people tell me that ain't going where I'm trying to go or have been where I'm trying to go. Tell me what it is that I shouldn't be doing. I don't do that. Never have. You know what I mean? Like, but if you put me in place of a billionaire, and guess what? Even though I understand in life that their process is their process and my process is going to be a lot different. That's just the reality of it. So I do completely understand that. But again, me still being in that environment, in that position to be around them, goes a long way. Like my mind gets to development ideas and things of that nature. So definitely want to, like I said, you definitely want to surround yourself with that type of energy, across the board.
Absolutely. So we haven't came up with our next business trip as of yet. However, it was very much needed. So we're regrouping now. So I'm sure we'll be on go probably in the next week or two for our next project.
Yeah, we was actually scheduled to go to New Orleans tomorrow, but we had to reshift. But redirection, rejection means redirection. So if we got to redirect ourselves and probably get there maybe the week after or so, just depending on how our schedule is. But that's life.
Yes, very. In this process, yes, personal vacation is very important. Though we do run around with like chickens with our head cut off. Personal leisure is definitely important because you do need that free time to relax, regroup, unwind, and take a breather because like Ashley said earlier in the beginning of the podcast, health is very important. So you definitely need that me time.
Definitely. Yeah. And another thing, traveling, a lot of people feel like I know a lot of people that don't travel, but little do you know, traveling is very important. It gives you a chance to connect with different people from around a different world, meet new people, eat new foods, new scenery. All those things are enhancements to your dopamine, serotonin. Those things are, enhancements to those. So ultimately at the end of the day, excuse my non-Rottweiler, I don't know what's wrong with him. But those things are definitely important for you to do, definitely travel. I just feel like it gives you a chance to connect more to yourself, figure out who you are and things of that nature. So definitely travel more, even if it is a business endeavor and you like going by yourself. Okay, great. Meet other people, network with people. That's your chance. Even if it's just a personal leisure trip, network, meet people, find find yourself again, so definitely I always say traveling is very important, no matter the sectors of it. If it's business, if it's personal, it's always going to be a good time that you can find a good in traveling. I mean, going to another state in general is, it's still good, change of scenery.
Exactly.
That's I always say this, like, people that sometimes have never been out of a state always have like a small perspective on minds. But when you really travel, you have a broad, like widened perspective on many different angles because you're seeing different cultures, seeing different things. So I definitely feel like, that's a plus when you go and travel, unlike just staying in one state, never traveling, never going to any other states. Like, it's more to life than living in Atlanta. It's more to life than taking trips to Georgia, taking trips to Los Angeles. I mean, you got overseas, you got so many countries, continents, states. It's more to life than just Miami, California, Georgia, New York, New Jersey, DC.
Yeah, because these last 3 years before I even got into the entrepreneurship, like I never really traveled that much until 2019. So yeah, it definitely has been an amazing experience. And just like Ashley said, you know, networking, meeting new people, um, tasting great food, just the scenery and everything like that is definitely eye-opening. So yeah, even if it's just not business, you know, definitely do it for, you know, your personal leisure, just to get out and explore. So so I hope you guys let us know what are some of the places that you do that you would like to travel to, or would like to go and start some of your businesses. So make sure y'all DM us or send us an email or anything and let us know the answer to our question. I actually want to launch a business in Jacksonville. However, I just haven't made, I've been out there a couple of times. However, I just haven't um navigated that way yet to get set up. So that's the next place that I do want to travel to once my schedule becomes available to get out there. So I was just asking, just asking our viewers, just having them think about what are some places they do want to travel for personal or, for business, what are some places they want to open up their business or travel for personal leisures.
Yeah, I think there should be a lot of more trips with, how like people have, people say it all the time, how people have baby showers, there should be business showers. People that's like minded to come together, new people, new business owners, exchange gifts. There should be more business trips with business owners and things like that. You guys have to go to your business, maybe specifically in that state, and then have, fun. It could be, or it could be just, a business trip overseas, somewhere like that. Diamond is a travel agent, so she can get everything set up for you and, quote you really good quotes and get discounts and things like that, so definitely tap in with her and, get her information and stuff like that so she can put you on your next travel treat so you can go and travel. But definitely want to be able to just travel and connect with other people. That's my biggest thing.
And we're always looking for people to just travel with us, even if it's just personal and you bring great energy, or even if it's just business leisure and you want to start the process on anything you want to do, but you don't know where to start. We're always looking for people to come along with us. However, most people, they're hesitant, or they may feel like they have the money available, or it could be other certain type of circumstances. However, if people can get on Spirit or Frontier or whatever, and it may not be in their budget, hey, it's a start. So why not? Or even if you have to drive 9 or 10 hours, at least you push yourself to take a step further than where you were.
Yeah. So and also, if you got good credit, get those credit cards, get those mile points, build them up, and turn those mile points into, now you're able to fly for free because you now have exchanged your mile points for traveling. It's so many different ways out here that you can travel for free. It's honestly so many ways. Like, of course, if you book your flight like last minute, then of course, you're going to pay those exorbitant fees. But if you book it in a timely manner, you know, then you're going to be good. I was always told that don't book your flight on the date that you want it to go. Let the flight basically book you. So if it's a date in April, May through 19th through the 28th, and you're like, okay, well, this ticket is cheap. Book that. Don't plan your date around it. A lot of people, we do that because I do it too. Like I'm like, okay, I want to go to such as on this date. But instead of doing that, just look at the different dates and things like prices and stuff and just plan accordingly to that. You know, I know everybody's not in position to take
Right.
days off. You know, if you do have to do it that way, that's totally fine. But that's just a rule of thumb of trying to save you some money if that is what you're trying to do.
Right. Or even if it's something that you want to do months ahead from now, book it early so that way you could pay it over time. If you don't have the money available, put in $5 or $10 to the side to pay on your trip.
Yeah, every little
Or-
bit counts. Every little bit
That-
helps. Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because even though I may have the money, I'm still gonna book my trip now so I can pay it over time because I'd rather give out little spurts than to give it all at one time.
Totally agree.
And Ashley taught me that. Ashley did taught me that. So instead of putting everything all out at one time, it's better to do it throughout periodically.
Mhm. I'm a numbers person, so if somebody say, "How can I make $10,000?" I'm not telling you to make $10,000 in one day. Of course, it sounds like a lot, but let's do the numbers. If you say, "I need to make $10,000 in 2 months," okay, how would you make it? You would look at, dang, that's a lot of money. But in theory, let's do the math. $10,000 divided by 60. That's $166 a day. So whatever you gotta do to make $166, I don't care if it's Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, it's so many days, different ways. You gotta do what you gotta do. You wanted $10,000, right? You're gonna do it. That's how I look at number. Money, that's how I break down money. You know what I mean? That's how I'm able to save and do what I need to do because that's how I do my money. I'm a great investor. I'm a great saver, financial planner, advisor. That's me. You know, I don't look at numbers as wholes. I just be like, okay, I need to make $20,000. I need to pay a car off in 3 months. How can I pay this car off? It's $20,000. I do what I do. Figure out something. You know, like I always say, every liability that you have, you should have an asset with it. Every liability. So if you have a car, you should have something taking care of that car. If you have a cell phone, you should have something taking care of that cell phone. That's just the way it works. Have an asset to take care of every single liability that you have. There's no reason why you should have 10 to 15 cars and you don't have anything to take care of those cars. You're just saying, hey, I'm paying a car note on 15 cars. And what are you doing with it? What do? Toro, sublease those vehicles to other people so they can rent it out, partner up with someone. It's things that you can do.
Of course. Of course. But it's just all about you and how you want to do things.
Yeah.
So
You
what?
looking a little bit tired over there. I look a little bit tired.
No, I'm up and alert. I was gonna ask, so what do you think your next business trip entails?
Yeah.
And
The next business is, I mean, it's obvious. I said it in the beginning, but I gotta go back to Miami to set up Airbnbs. So Airbnbs, I have to go back. So that's the next project that I can't really have. I mean, I got some other stuff. I got some real other stuff that's coming up too, but I can't spill the beans on that until it's in play. But I got some great stuff cooking up in the kitchen.
And personal leisure, is there anywhere personally you want to travel to?
Yeah, I'm ready to go to Dubai. I'm really ready to go to Egypt. And I'm really ready to go to Paris. Those are the top three. So Egypt, Paris, and Dubai.
Why those locations?
It's a tranquility to me, especially Dubai and Egypt. Tranquility. Like
Are you
just,
vaccinated?
I'm sorry.
Are you vaccinated?
I
Because
can't
I mean,
disclose that information up here because everybody is watching, so I can't disclose that information. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
because I know some of those places you do have to be vaccinated. So
I'm sure they do, but I mean, I don't think. I mean, it may apply to me, it may not.
mm, well, don't answer. That's for your security purposes, I guess.
Exactly. For my security only.
Well, I just want, I don't mind traveling anywhere. I just want to travel. That's all I want to do. I look up every day. I just be checking out great deals to see like where can I go next. So
Hmm.
mm, I don't really have. I do just want to visit New York. That's the only one I have on my list is New York.
You will definitely enjoy New York. Drop your social media handle for these people.
So my travel agent page is BA Travel Treats or IG. So if you guys need any vacations or flights or hotels, car rentals, anything of that nature, overseas and state, I got y'all. So just hit me
Yeah.
up.
She definitely knows how to put a package together. So yeah, she's good. She's good with that. She definitely knows how to put a package together. Oh, and before I even forget, now I our palette was a woman. It was a Caucasian woman. And before she got on the plane, I seen her go to the front and I'm like, is this, she flying it? I don't know what it is, why I'm so fascinated when I see woman pilots. I guess because it's so like outnumbered that it's more man than it is woman, which is true. I looked at the statistics and the statistics stated that they need about 208,000 more pilots to make sure that these planes are flew the right way. And I'm like, dang, that's so interesting to me. Like, and predominantly of them, they don't even, I think the women make up maybe like 10%. That's really low compared to men. I'm like, yo, I don't know. I don't know. And you got some ideas cooking in my head.
Mm. Is it what I think it is?
What?
No,
Don't drop no sauce. Don't drop no sauce.
oh, okay.
Don't drop no sauce.
I didn't know. I was just assuming. I don't know.
Well, let me see what you was assuming.
No, because if I'm right, then that's spilling the beans. So
Yeah, I don't think you're right though.
okay, I'll text you after the
Nah,
show.
go ahead and tell me.
Are you planning on trying to drive the planes? Fly the planes? I'm sorry, fly the planes?
No.
Oh, I have another one, but I think it's it, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
No, don't want to. Don't
Okay.
want to. Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We just wanted to come up here and give you guys a little bit of our time. As we told you guys, our days are Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we're definitely going to stay committed to that. I don't know about Wednesday because there's some things that has to be taken care of. So I don't know about Wednesday, but Friday, definitely. So with that being said, Diamond's gonna take us out. And I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And you guys have a blessed night.
Yes, guys, thank you for joining us again for another episode. This is episode 24. If you haven't already, please go check us out at Instagram. Make sure you follow, comment. You can find us there at empowerment_reckless podcast. Make sure you check us out on TikTok at empowerment_reckless podcast. You can definitely check out our website at empowermentrecklesspodcast.com. And if you want to send us emails for all your questions, concerns, or just need a little inspiration or motivation, or need to talk to us about anything, you can hit us up on our private email at info@empowermentrecklesspodcast.com. And if you need any travel packages, because summer is definitely approaching, and I'm sure everybody is about to have a hot girl, hot boy summer, I'm sure. You can follow me on IG at BA Travel Treats. And I got you guys. So with that being said, we thank you guys always for coming through and joining us. It's been real. We hope you guys have a great night. And we will check back in with you guys on Friday.
Wednesday. Yeah, we'll check back with, well, I did say no Wednesday, but we still will post. Just check our IG page. We'll just keep you updated with the latest and greatest. Definitely check our IG page out. We are always consistent up there. Even if we go live, drop a video, we also got a TikTok page. Definitely, tap into that TikTok page. Won't be knowing what we're doing. It's just for fun, all for fun. So,
Yeah, all the
definitely.
notice out there. I haven't caught up on all the other episodes or listen to any of the episodes, make sure you go check it out on YouTube, the live versions as well. So make sure y'all go check that out and like, comment, and subscribe.
Definitely. All right, guys. We definitely thank you for 30 minutes of your time tonight. And we will see you guys and
On
gentlemen. Guys, gentlemen, women, ladies, Wednesday. Have a good night.
Have a good night.